Hi everyone, Musical Aviator here. We're in Aachen at the moment in Germany, and on platform number 9 we should see an ICE Intercity Express train which will be driving up to Cologne, heading up towards Frankfurt. Hi there QJet, hope you're well. I've found that these trains are quite the difficult thing to drive at times. They have a very complicated autopilot signaling system, which is why I haven't really driven it on stream before. This is actually one of the default trains you get when you purchase Train Sim World 2, but you may find that it's a bit of a challenge. These trains have a very strict emergency brake system. So the first thing I need to do is open the panel, turn the battery on, and then we've got a few isolation switches here for the PZB, CIFA and LZB. Think of those like an autopilot of sorts. Also you can see all the passengers in the back there can look at you, or you can press this button here and yeah, a bit of privacy at the front. So this service starts in about 4 minutes. Before that happens, we've got a few things we need to do. Firstly, put that reverser into the forward position, raise the pantograph, we get a few little beeps and stuff. Circuit breaker is closed. I want to tell the folks that will be driving this train to Frankfurt. And then down here we want to turn on the passenger lights, number 5. Enter number 5. If you go up here we should see that lights are in. Yes they are. We'll be definitely using the windscreen wipers. Just tuck them on intermittent for now. And we need to set up a speed. So this train has an automatic speed system. We're going to set 40 kilometers an hour, which is the top speed in this section of track. You can see that with the 4 in the triangle on top of the signal there. We also have these little things here, which are the PZB. Basically, if you come up towards a red signal, you need to acknowledge it. Otherwise, it'll slam the emergency brake in at full pelt. So to avoid that, every time we see even a yellow signal, we need to hit that button there. One last thing, we need some headlights, and chuck in the cabin light. And the final little bit, we need to make sure that the auto speed system is active, and it is. Okay, 2 minutes. Got to go ahead and open the passenger doors. And now we just wait here for a couple of minutes. Down here we have the parking brake released. Cabin air conditioning is in. That little red thing there right next to our knee is the emergency stop. There's also a release valve which is harder to get to over there. So that's your second class. Toilets. And there's your first class. Okay, 2 minutes and we should be on the way. High speed on the windscreen wiper. We now have a green signal. Our due time to depart is in 1 minute. We also have this thing up here which can be pulled down. Cool, we should be ready to go now. And off we go. Now that's a warning I've never heard before. What is that? Okay, we accelerate up to 40. NIFA is... Oh, need to acknowledge. I want to know what that's about. There's an alarm going off. Don't know what it's for. We can do 100. Got to keep that CIFA pedal pressed and keep it going. Hi there, Q-Jet. Haven't been too bad. Work next week looks to be a bit ugly. Band was good on Friday. Enjoyed that. Okay, we just need to keep our eye on the speed limits, because if we go over the speed limit past one of these magnetic traps, the train will stop itself. I'll probably be able to get some of the milk run in, not all of it. I'll start at about 8:30, which is like 2 hours into the event. Let's catch the last hour. 1.4 means 140. So set our speedo to 140 and let that accelerate. So 60 kilometers away from Köln. Nifa means we're going to hit the Sifa pedal. Just checking that we're awake. Uma Shaba, good to see you. So in a little while, like 20 kilometers from here, we enter an area of this railway which has an automatic speed control system, and this will be controlled through here via the magnetic strips on the side of the railway. It's very complicated and weird, but basically the train essentially drives itself, but you keep needing to hit that Sifa pedal. It'll speed up, it'll slow down, it'll sit at about 250 kilometers an hour, and then as we come out of that system it will slow us down for the pull-out, and at some point that magnetic strip system goes away and we have to manually drive the train. There'll be a few buzzes and beeps and bobs going through while that happens. Before that though, we need to slow down to 210 kilometers an hour in little less than 2 kilometers. Now we know the section of 110. The maximum that we're allowed to travel without that magnetic strip auto system is 160. Two green lights. There's a 1-2 for 120 kilometers an hour. We need to slow down there. We just passed the yellow sign to prepare that. Going to go down to 110 so that we come at 120 from below, essentially. There we go, I've set 120. Starts now, and if you weren't there then you would have had a application of the emergency brake and you would be stopping at that platform. If the emergency brake system goes off, you do need to come to a complete stop before the train will let you go again. We now have 110 coming up. I'm going to select 100, get down below 110 and back up to 110. $110, there's the little box, and we're on the way. We didn't trip the alarm. Green signal. So I've got a bunch of keyboard buttons. The Sifa pedal is a Q. To turn the speed up and down is R for increase and F for decrease. Obviously your normal throttle system is A and D. Directional control, W and S. Also have these PZP controls. Page down, end, and delete. And to get to your speed control. It's just on that computer there, the AFB. Coming up to a speed increase. I can see the sign. There it is, 160. Hi there, Paul. Good to see you. I saw a good event last night, but yeah, I didn't get to it. Would have been a long overnight kind of thing. Ukraine to Dubai. Wasn't quite back home in time for it. Plus I had stuff to do today. Musical things today. And I've got work tomorrow. In a little while we should get a little binging noise in the cabin and our auto speed control system will come alive. We've been travelling on track that doesn't have that system installed in it, so once we enter that track area, and you'll see a nice little triangular shaped bridge as we go into it, all the automated systems on the aircraft will start coming alive. I say aircraft, this is a land craft, a rail craft. Yeah, Mondays suck, and I've had like a week off from work, so it looks daunting coming at you. It's like, losing all that freedom, only 1 week of yaydom, and now going back to work. Straight into the shift work. Unhappy me. Yes, it'd say that 160 kilometers an hour seems pretty quick, but in a little while, 250. Seems to be a signal point every kilometre or so. Now for the moment we can actually travel this camera view a little bit faster than we can go. But that's not to last. A little while when we're going 250 kilometers an hour, we outrun that camera. C for pedal. We've got a 200 coming up, which means at some point we'll get the ding dong to let us know that the automated system is going to be taken over. Now the automated system can't go any faster than you selected, but it can go slower. So essentially it's like it'll stop you rather than start you. There it is. Auto speed coming up. We've got 160 on the clock and more than 9.9 kilometers to go. It did that by itself. That was our landmark bridge. And we go 200 kilometers an hour in just a couple of seconds. Now. Away we go. It's getting faster. Now this train has a top V speed, a V max of 330 kilometers an hour. There goes another one going the other direction. Yes, this is quicker than some planes. It's way quicker than your average Cessna 172. And there's a 250. And now the train speed is automatic. Don't need to touch anything except my C for pedal, which I need to press about once every minute. Otherwise the computer will think that we have fallen asleep or gotten off our chair. And if that were to happen, it would jam the brakes on. Agreed, I'd love an Australian route. I think I'd like the North Shore line, the one that goes across the harbour bridge, including that little train storage spur right in Lavender Bay, right next to the bridge there. That'll be my top pick. Second pick would be Blue Mountains. Yeah, 2 city lines. Funny that. Okay, we've settled at 250 kilometers an hour, running like the wind. Hi, Todd Inspector. Hope you're good. How are you doing on this fine Sunday? Let's look at ourselves go past. I'm moving the camera as fast as it can move, but it's not keeping up. Bye-bye. So I've got 8.2 kilometers until we need to slow down. I'll acknowledge that. Been running a lot? Yeah. Six kilometers to go. In this section anyway. Now the train's actually starting to reduce speed on its own. Nothing to do with me. We'll just let it do its thing. I think it's got a signal coming up. Some of the bends it reduces speed as well. But basically, while we've got all of this stuff here and doing its thing, we're not controlling the train's speed apart from selecting its maximum possible speed. Currently set at 250. Big bridge up there. Auto control's got a little bit of braking in, and the braking's just come out and we're going back to full power. And the backing is a little bit back in again. 5 kilometers to go. That's a slow line over there. "12 kilometers to Köln." About 9 minutes left. That's assuming I don't accidentally trip up and end up putting the emergency brakes on. I've done that once. That train's going the same direction that we are, but much slower. They're doing 160 k's, we're doing about 220. System slowing down again. As I said, not touching the speed at the moment, just letting the autopilot do its thing. Apparently its thing is starting to reduce speed. I was watching the Orville today. Saw one episode. Not a bad little show. It's like Star Trek, but not. Made by the same guy who does Family Guy, apparently. Hi there, Paul. I'm not really sure about the 600 variant. I think I'll wait for the 8. Okay, we need to slow down to 70. You waiting for the big one as well? Yeah, same. I think we're coming up on a signal. That's a yellow signal. Again, I haven't touched anything at the moment. The train's slowed down for the signal. It's past the signal. It's starting to speed up slightly now. All on its own. Nothing to do with me. Gonna move my point of view right here on platform 1. That's properly red. It's yellow. Changed it as I was looking at it. And the train is driving itself. It's decided to start speeding up again. No input from me except to change the automatic system down to 70. And to let me know that it's awake. Bergeron, yeah. We're coming up towards the end of the automatic zone. And we're coming up onto Köln station, so it's going to be pretty slow in a little while. Might even drop it back to 40 right now in preparation. Okay, I've left the automatic. Hit the release button. Yellow over green. What have I hit? I've hit something. Ah, stuck the train. Doing the override. Every time I get down to this section, that breaks me right there. And we're stuck. Emergency brake is released. Actual brake is set. 5. Release. Reverser is forward. AFB is off. There we go. Bit of manual driving into the station. We've had to turn all the automatics off because they just want to be stopped. Other than that, Dave, not done too bad. Okay, put the speed limiter on at 40. Told the CFA that we're awake. And we have a green. I thought we had a green. Sat red next to it. Is that red or white? I think it's white. It's red for the track next to us. Ah, German train. What can I say? I like when you turn on the automatic speed. It goes RSV, 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 RSV. Just in case you didn't get it the first 10 times. Okay, coming in for the stop. Hi, the Major Aviator. Yeah. If you've got P3D version 3 or 4, yeah. But if you've got MSFS, no. Probably not. A few of the slower trains over there. Ah, everybody's left. Nice to see. So that's the Intercity Express. What if there's any other fun things to do? No, I don't really think so. I think the main draw to P3D version 5 was that it was a 64-bit version of P3D version 4 and 3 and FSX. So it had all those add-ons like PMDG, FS Labs, etc. Yeah. Duran, eh? Vollgezoek. Problem is, we're at the end of a line in this game, so the only way to go is back the way we came. Welcome to Frankfurt, by the way. That's what you're hearing there. Don't know where the next train comes in from. Just going to read all of these things. I think it's still 12 something, isn't it? Yeah. Gonna catch that. Can't catch you, apparently. Alright. So you leave at 30. Yeah, I'll catch you anyway, whatever. We'll just fall off the end of the map. That station's too confusing. Hope she stops at the next stop, because I need to get off there. Yeah, it's wet. There's an IC over there. hiding away. Horem. Anyway, I think the next stream will be Milk Run Monday. I'll be fairly late into it, so have to set it up now for tomorrow. Won't be able to get back home till at least 8, so I'm probably going to set for start time of 8:15. That's about an hour in the future from now. Plus 24, so 25 hours time. 25 hours time. We should be doing Milk Run. I'm thinking 747, maybe A321. Yeah, it might be a city in Melbourne at A321. Might be nice. I think that's an A340. Anyhow, Train Passenger Simulator 2022. And I think I've got, it's either Thursday or Friday off, one of those 2 days. Can't tell which. Anywho, till next time, which will be in about 25 hours from now, I have been Musical Aviator, and I hope to see you guys for the Milk Run. Till then, bye for now.